Well, the sun is going down, which means, of course, it's time to make a video. It's been a while. I'm here now, though, and we're ready to talk about the 2024 playoffs, the NHL playoffs. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers, who is exactly who I was cheering for. I will say the Oilers did put up a fight. I mean, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup final, they did take it all the way to the end. They only lost by 1 goal. So what Vancouver Canucks fans have been saying about how they only lost by 1 goal in the second round, the Oiler fans can say the same exact thing about losing by 1 goal in the final. They came that close to winning the Stanley Cup for the 6th time in their existence. What can I say? I really did think the Florida Panthers were the better team, but I also have to give props to the Oilers for putting up a fight. I mean, what a hell of a series. It was a fun series. As a Canuck fan, I've always said that I never would root for the Oilers, but they put up one hell of a fight. And so congratulations to the Oilers and their fans for a very exciting playoff run. And I know a lot of you guys are looking at what's happening right now in the offseason with Ken Holland. It looks like Ken Holland's going to be leaving the team. There's going to be some players that are leaving the team as well, which is, it's bittersweet, I'm sure. Like, you probably look at it like, well, it's sad because, you made it all this way and now you're going to be changing direction basically next year. Today, as I record it, this is June 30th, the day before free agent frenzy. So we ask a lot of questions on a day like today, like who is your team going to be picking up for free agency? Tomorrow is going to be one hell of a fun day. I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to joining my buddy Kempner Canucks on his live stream, so make sure you guys check that out. Kempner Canucks, his channel, I'll link it below. Make sure you check out the live stream. I will be a guest on his show, so I'm looking forward to that conversation, talking about the Canucks and what's going to happen for the Canucks in this offseason, because, there were so many different narratives that have been passed around for this offseason, like, who are the Canucks going to sign as a winger for Pettersson, somebody to play with Pettersson. The big talk was always Jake Guentzel. Well, Jake Guentzel, as of today, has officially been, it's been stated, nothing's been officially made by the team yet. That was a bird. Nothing's been made official by the team yet in terms of an actual number or a term. What I've read so far, and again, it's June 30th, 9:04 p.m. as I record this. Nothing's been made official yet. He hasn't signed on the dotted line, so to speak. But what it looks like is a 7-year term for Jake Guentzel. Also, we heard a lot of rumors about Chris Tanev as well, who, by the looks of it, is signing a contract with the Maple Leafs. Of course, his rights were traded to the Maple Leafs, just like Guentzel's were to Tampa Bay. So it doesn't look like we're going to see those guys on the Canucks anytime soon, which is okay. It's unfortunate, but it's also okay. When you have to look at it as a positive when the amount of money that's going to be spent. So Chris Tanev, from what it looks like, is signing a 6-year, $5 million per year contract. So $5 million AAV for a player like Chris Tanev. Not to say he's not worth it. I just think that if you're going to sign somebody for that kind of money, you want them to be really impactful on your team. So when we look at the Canucks, we've got Hughes and Hronek as our top line. You are not going to want to pay your second line, or, in this case, if you rotate, say, between your top line, if you move Tanev to your top line to play with Hughes, then you've got, Hronek to play on your second line. Who is Hronek going to play with, and what kind of money are you going to pay that guy? So there's a lot of different questions you have to ask. But when you look at Jake Guentzel's contract, Jake Guentzel is going to be making a lot of money in Tampa Bay. 7 years, he's probably looking at $8 million per year at least, so probably $8 to $9 million per year. You're not going to want to pay somebody like that, that kind of money on a team like the Canucks, where you want somebody who's going to be flexible, somebody who can jump between line 1, line 2, and is going to be able to make a difference on either line, depending on where they play. So what does that mean for Vancouver? there's just a lot of different options. You've got somebody like Tyler Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli, who's been on the Vancouver Canucks before and made a huge impact. Thank you, Jim Benning, on that team, but then, of course, moved on. You have a lot of different options. I mean, especially this year. This year seems to be really, really interesting because a lot of players are getting bought out this year because the cap is going up. So people are trying to free up more cap space so they can sign those big name players to their team, which Vancouver's probably in the mix. I mean, they're looking at about $16 million, a little less than $16 million in cap space to play with over the next few months. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to go tomorrow and sign all their players and be done with it. I think, honestly, what they're probably going to do, they're probably going to pick up a big defenseman, somebody who's going to be able to play with Tyler Myers on that second pairing. Then they're going to have to also find probably a bottom pairing defenseman as well, because somebody like Tom Willander is not going to be able to join the team until at least later on this year. But you never know. It's going to be a really, really exciting day tomorrow. Exciting and also scary. You know, I think we're a little kind of, I don't know, snake bitten, I think, when it comes to like what's happened to this team in the past. Once again, thank you, Jim Benning. But I think also there's a lot to look forward to when it comes to the Vancouver Canucks in the year 2024, 2025. What do you guys think? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think the Canucks are going to do in the next few months, let alone tomorrow, 24 hours from now, or, you know, in, like I said, the next few months before the season starts? As we know from the past, even last year, people like Ian Cole wasn't signed until closer to the end of the... No, he was signed on July 1st, wasn't he? Ian Cole was signed on July 1st, but there was a couple of players that were picked up kind of at the end of the offseason, just before the season started. So, you know, the Canucks can do literally anything, and they've got a lot of cap space to make anything happen. With Guentzel gone, I think that actually opens up a lot more options for us to pick up a couple of players, not just one big player, but a couple of players who can help the depth of the team, especially with some of the RFAs that they did not qualify and have let go. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see what they do this offseason. Once again, let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Of course, I will make more videos. It's the summertime, so I'm kind of trying to take it easy a little bit, transitioning in my life a little bit. So I promise I will make more videos, but what do you guys think? Let me know. It's going to be a really cool offseason. I'm looking forward to it because you just have to know, with players like Zadorov gone, what other options do they have on defense to make size matter? Because I think really, if from this playoffs, we've learned anything, it's that size matters. Let me know what you guys think one more time. And remember to like and subscribe. Go Canucks go, and we'll see you in the next one.